Hi, everybody, and good morning. It is Friday. Yes, Friday, October 8th. I'm Dave Chudowsky with your 3 News Now morning update. Danielle is off. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC Facebook and Instagram pages. Now, if you have big weekend plans, you're probably wondering what the weekend weather is looking like. So we start with Holly for a check of that. Good morning, Holly.
Hi, Dave. No pressure. Right? But you know what? It's going to be warm. And what we're going to do is start with just an hour-by-hour breakdown of what we expect as far as rain chances, because we're not going to be rain-free through the rest of today and even tomorrow. So let's start with today. And this is the view at 4 o'clock. Showers, rumbles of thunder could become more numerous, and we're seeing that into the evening. And yes, this could absolutely have an impact on high school football, especially for those of you on the west and east side and even a bit inland. So very similar to last night as we approached dinner time and saw those storms rolling through some areas. And what's interesting is as we continue here, this is the view literally at 8 o'clock this evening, and where we're seeing showers and storms in some spots. In others, we're seeing absolutely nothing. So scattered's the key word. This is not going to be a washout first part of your weekend, but we do continue to see showers and storms overnight, especially as we are talking east side for tomorrow to start. We get a lull, but notice into the afternoon, there are more showers, and it looks like it's going to be scattered even into the evening before we finally get rid of all those rain chances and continue to see a really big warming trend into Sunday, even more so. We'll start the day in the upper 50s to low 60s, but wait till you see the highs. And I mean, even today, it's so impressive. Many of you had some patchy fog if you're watching now, depending on if it's later in the day or what have you. Once that burns off, if it hasn't already, you will see some sun, and then there's going to be some rain and some possible thunderstorms. 76 the high, well above that normal of 68 degrees. Then over the next 7 days, we're pretty similar tomorrow. Again, it's going to be those on and off shower and storm chances, 70s. Dry on Sunday, literally 80 degrees and partly sunny. And go ahead and just plan on that as we get into next week. Dave, we're going to have partly to mostly sunny skies all the way through the middle of the week, 70s and 80s for highs.
Wow, 80s. All right, Holly, thank you. Well, we start with the latest on the coronavirus in Ohio, and the state reported 6,310 new cases on Thursday. That's above our 3-week average, and the state saw over 300 new hospitalizations. Nationally, President Biden continues to push for businesses to enforce vaccine mandates. He says that his mandates are working and will help business and the economy grow. Well, this morning we are a step closer to a COVID-19 vaccine for younger children. Pfizer officially submitted a request to the FDA for emergency use authorization for their vaccine for kids ages 5 to 11. An FDA advisory panel is already scheduled to consider the data on October 26th. Then it could take a couple of weeks to approve, so it's likely available by Thanksgiving. Shaker Heights School Board proposed a new vaccine requirement for staff and district volunteers. If passed, staff would have to submit proof that they've been vaccinated or take weekly COVID tests. Shaker Heights follows school districts in Beechwood and Cincinnati that have made similar proposals. Superintendent David Glassner believes it's a growing trend.
Just like we look to some other districts as a model and exemplar, we hope that other districts will look to us. We also know that nationally there is more of a conversation around vaccine requirements, and so we think we'll start seeing more of a trend in that direction.
The proposal will have a second reading at the district's next board meeting on Tuesday. If passed, the requirements would begin November 1st. Top headlines to get to this morning. Here are 3 things to know. First, 8th District Court of Appeals Judge Larry Jones has died. Jones joined the Court of Appeals back in 2009. Before that, he served in the Cleveland Municipal Court for 21 years and was an assistant Cuyahoga County prosecutor and Cleveland councilman. Jones's death marks the 3rd judge to pass away within the past 2 weeks. An update to the Ohio State Patrol trooper that was shot near Findlay that we brought to you as breaking news yesterday. Trooper Joseph Brobst is recovering this morning after being shot Wednesday night. The trooper stopped a suspect on I-75 during a traffic stop. Robert Tremaine Hawthorne ran off but was arrested yesterday in Findlay. The Ohio Attorney General's office says Hawthorne grabbed the trooper's gun and shot him. Trooper Brobst is expected to be okay. The Delta Zeta sorority at Kent State University is suspended by its national council as it investigates possible hazing in the sorority. This comes as the new statewide anti-hazing law is now in effect. It's called Collins Law, and it increases penalties for hazing, making it a felony, which can result in prison time. Well, Trick or Treat Fest at the Cleveland Metroparks Zoo kicks off today. This is the first weekend for the family-friendly Halloween event. It runs from 10:30 this morning till 3:30 in the afternoon. Tickets are still available. How about this? A pumpkin shortage is creeping across the country, haunting Americans just weeks before Halloween. The lack of inventory is yet another consequence of the COVID-19 related shipping crisis. Extreme weather has also picked off pumpkins, crippling the global supply chain. And of course, fewer pumpkins will mean higher prices. Well, it is Friday, but it is also National Pierogi Day, everybody. For those of you with a true love for pierogies, national pierogi chain Mrs. T's is offering up some merchandise to celebrate. You can go on nationalpierogidayshop.com and check out the collection of merchandise the company is selling. They have everything from clothing to lunch boxes with pierogies on it. There are even pierogi pins. The sale kicks off today at noon. And new this morning, this year's Nobel Peace Prize Award has been awarded. The honor goes to two journalists, Maria Ressa of the Philippines and Dmitry Muratov of Russia. They are both being honored for their fight for freedom of expression and its vital role in promoting peace. Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and the world. Make sure to continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Dave Chudowsky. I'll see you again on Monday morning on Go. Have a great weekend, everybody.